Mona. Doc, let's go for a situation, for instance. Almost all the sounds that we're going to play, what you term as missed opportunity, they are all in there. There was one lady who said, well, when I went and I was told that I had breast cancer, I needed to psych myself because they were going to operate on me. And I needed a couple of months to psych myself. She told me that she was away for 6 months before she eventually came. What does that space mean to you, a medical doctor?
It just serves a death curve. You know, when you say what is a cancer, it's a disease of longevity. As you live, anything can happen. It's an accident that occurs in the cell. Maybe because a tumor suppressor has lost its capacity, a gene that is supposed to be suppressing cancer generation has lost its capacity. So you're traveling to Accra, and then there are many cars that get to Accra. One doesn't. So it's an accident. Then that cell becomes a rogue cell. Then it keeps on replicating itself into 3, into 4, into 8, into 16, 32. The replication time, the doubling time tends to vary, depends on how aggressive the disease is. So we don't know how aggressive your disease is. You probably would say that 1 month after the person went to psych herself for 6 months, it's gone. It's in the lungs, it's in the brain, it's in the bone. You finish an operation, everything looks fine. 6 months later, I have pain in my back, I have this and that. And then you go and check, and that is a problem. I did a case that I was very sure that this was quite well done. The excision margins were good. She was just supposed to go for radiation because of certain information I had from histology, only for her to come back from Kolibri and say, Dr. Mona, it's in my lungs.
Oh, dear Lord.
The question is, how would you know that it's in the lung? So that period, that psyching period, is not helpful to the patient whatsoever. It's born out of lack of information, lack of education. Because if the person was educated about the disease and knows that all the time that she is waiting, that tumor is not waiting, then she would have just had access to it. The fear of the loss of the breast seems to be the biggest thing. But that is not our ambition. Our ambition is not to take out the breast. If you came early, we could actually give you chemo, and to the point where you can do a wide excision. In some instances, you even take out the whole breast and still have a story as sad as the one that is causing us to feel so emotional this morning, where I thought everything was fine. Then I see a lymph node that was going big, and I said, oh my God, I'm in trouble now. During this process of managing the case, what you see is macro. What you feel is what you're working on. The microscopic component, you are incapable of knowing, even at histology. It depends on the margin where the person cut it. If you cut this bit at this margin and say, oh, there was nothing at the margin, how about 1 centimeter away? There may have been one there. So there are just so many confounding issues that are involved in the disease.
Okay. That
the best thing you do is allow us to use the science based on the information that we've got to do what we know gives us a better outcome. And then the people who are interfering, butting in, and offering information that are not researched should know that anytime they do that, they've not done the person any good. You may get money out of it to feed your family, but you are literally like someone who's committing murder.